There we go. Third time's a charm. Literally, it just took me 3 tries. I ended up going and getting my son. I was like, help me reset my modem. Something's not working. I was like, I was just live. It's not going live again. Anyway, we're here for the full moon and Sag secret code name readings. Big deep breath, everybody. These are the Truth Exposed themed reads. We have 6 of them today. The secret code names are Advocate, Escapades, Transcendence, Divine Comedy, Baelfire, and Red Roses. If one of those secret code names jumps out at you, there is likely something in there for you. Okay, whether it is just one line that clicks and you're like, that's why I was guided to the code name, or if the whole reading makes sense to you, trust there is something in there for you. To everybody who participated in this event and got a secret code name, thank you for making these events possible for everyone, right? You guys, this is your ripple. You know, this is your ripple. I'm just a voice box, but this is your ripple. So thank you. If you would like your own secret code name reading, your own personal reading for the new moon in Cancer coming up on the 25th of June, make sure you pop into my Etsy shop. That is linked below. You can get a secret code name there. You can get just the reading itself. You can get it with an intention candle, which we're going to do after this live for those people who got one. And you can even get 3 pendulum questions answered. All right. So we're going to start with Advocate. Timestamp. All the timestamps will be in the comments pinned after the live is over. All right. Advocate. I'm using my hand-drawn cards, the What's the Vibe deck, and my Mystical Manga Tarot to expose whatever truth you need said out loud, because chances are you already know the truth and might be in denial of it. So we're going to see. All right. We got the Getaway. It came out in reverse, but it's the Getaway. The vibe is intimacy, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. If the Getaway is in reverse, then the truth is wherever you're at is where you're meant to be, and whoever you're with is who you're meant to be with. If we put it in the upright, then that is something you want to move towards, right? You want to move towards relationships of mutual respect, unity, and closeness, right? Where you can be honest and truthful with people and not have it thrown back in your face and stuff like that, right? People who understand you and get you on a deeper level. Let's see what this is about. Let's see what this is about. Spirit, please. Insight for secret code name Advocate and those who are drawn. You came out with the 6 of Cups. The Moon and the 9 of Swords. Clarities, please. Yeah, it's leading me to believe that Getaway might be in the upright. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Cups. Top is the 5 of Swords. Okay. So truth exposed, right? I'm going to be honest with you. The way it looks, you might have been advocating for a sacred soulmate, someone you feel really connected to, someone who's familiar from past lives, right? Someone really close that you are advocating for. And I feel like you're being met with disconnect. They don't, like, they'll be fair, but they're disconnected from your vision of what happily ever after looks like. Like, if you have goals for improvement, they might be completely content staying where they're at and what they're doing. You might see their potential. I think you guys might even disagree about what path to choose. They might be exceptionally difficult to communicate with if they're inebriated. And if they're inebriated often, it might be really difficult to have conversations with this person. Right, because I got the Six of Cups clarified by the King of Swords. So this person is logical, they're reasonable, but they're detached. It's like if you don't tell them it's wrong, they assume nothing's wrong. The Moon with the Four of Wands. I don't think you actually see happily ever after with whoever this is. Swords with the Three of Cups reversed. It's almost like you're having anxiety that you're never going to feel joy. You're never going to feel like you could celebrate over the life you have. You might even feel like you're missing opportunities to create joy outright. And if they're not connected to you emotionally, which I don't feel like they are, I do not feel like they're connected with you emotionally. If they're not connected with you emotionally, who are they emotionally connected to? And if there's no one there that they're emotionally connected to now, if they're not emotionally connected to you, will they develop an emotional connection to someone else later? You might even be wondering that about yourself. Especially if you're having a hard time maintaining an emotional connection to them. Yeah, I think you want to move towards intimacy, mutual respect, unity, and closeness, and whoever or wherever you're at, you don't have it. You don't have it, but that's what you want. You know, I wasn't going to pull advice cards, but I think I might pull one for you. What's the advice for secret code name Advocate and those who are drawn to it? Remember humility. Remember, you have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. Humility. Right? You guys might definitely be divinely connected to each other, have history, past lives together, but you and whoever it is that you're dealing with just might be on different paths this life, you know? And that's okay. I think if you're having anxiety that you'll never experience joy, it's because the reality is, you know that if you stick with this person, you're probably not. You're probably not. And I think that's the truth that you need to face within yourself. To accept that, at the very least, to accept that truth and just be like, you know what, Spirit, I know this isn't where I'm meant to be. I know that I love them and care about them and want nothing but the best for them, but we're in each other's way this life, and I accept that truth. That truth. However you would guide me forward in my highest good and theirs, so be it. Right, then so be it. Secret code name advocate. All right. I hope that helps. I hope that at the very least validates what you're feeling and allows you to give yourself permission to move forward. It's not like they're a bad person. They're not going to create your joy. You're going to have a difficult time creating your own joy with them. Okay? We're going to move on to secret codename Escapades. Timestamp. All right. Now, secret code name Escapades. Your secret code name has 3 bonus yes or no questions with my Archangel Michael pendulum. So while we're doing the read, if you don't have your questions already, write your questions down. Let it be the first 3 questions that come in your mind. Don't change them after. Just trust the way that you're asking them is the way they are meant to be asked. And the first 3 that come to your mind are the 3 that you definitely need answers to in order to move forward. Don't feel bad or weird or weak because you have certain questions that you want yes or no answers to, right? Just let the questions be what they are, and the answers will be what you need them to be. Keep them in order. And I will call on Archangel Michael after the reading to get you your yes or no answers. Okay? All right. Spirit, please, for secret codename Escapades and those who are drawn to it, what is the energy? What is the overall energy, please? The truth exposed. Oh, we've got a few. The fireplace, the dream, the forge, and the broken mind. Now this one is the wounded narcissist, right? This version of the broken mind is when we have angels right in front of us, but we perceive them as a demon, right? Where they have motives. You might need to throw an old dream in the fireplace and forge a new one. You might need to really work on reforging your mind and how you perceive people. What's the vibe? We're going to get more into it, but what's the vibe, please, Spirit? Yeah, you might be having a hard time seeing the good in people, especially if you've been burned by someone you thought was like your angel or a godsend and you were burned. You might really question people's motives now. Vibe. We got tension and shattered. Tension. Keywords are stressed out, migraines and worry. Shattered is broken, nightmares and failures. All right, so let's be honest, right? Let's be honest. The overall vibe. Yeah, you got major trust issues. Unwilling to let people close to you. You were broken before, you got shattered before, something failed that you didn't want to fail. It was the dream. Let's get some insight. Hey Lala, hey Kristen. How you doing? The beautiful goddesses. What is going on? Insight, please. Insight, please. For secret codename Escapades. And those who are drawn. The whole thing fell out upside down. Like you don't even feel like yourself. Like this feeling of distrust, this feeling of stress is not natural to you. You might be pouring yourself a lot into work in order to not think about it. Yeah, you're not willing to give. You're not willing to give. I think we have to face that truth. Because you don't believe in fresh starts or foundations. Like there's something about it. There's something about your energy that it's like jaded. It's like feeling jaded. Clarify the Hermit reverse, please. Yeah. Like you don't want to be alone and feel broken like this. 3 of Coins is on the bottom, the 2 of Cups on top. Oh, sweetheart. You want someone to save you from this feeling so bad. And yet you don't trust that anybody could actually save you from it. That's a rough spot. You want someone to love you and pull you out of this brokenness. Pull you out of the stress. Tell you everything's going to be okay and help you. You want someone to love you. You want to feel loved. I don't think you believe it's possible though, right? You've got things conflicting. In your head and your heart. Your heart is telling you it wants love. It wants support. It wants commitment, right? Your heart is telling you what it wants, but your brain, your mind is like, it's not possible. That's what yourself. Yeah, the Queen of Wands reversed with the Queen of Coin. Like, you might just be full-blown focusing on money and work right now, because focusing on what you desire probably is frustrating for you. Six of Coins in the reverse with the Three of Wands. There is a part of you that wants a complete reset, that doesn't want to give anymore to what you're giving. Doesn't want to give to what you're giving to. Part of you wants to be free from it with the Three of Wands. It's like you're envisioning what life looks like somewhere other than where you are. But with the Ace of Coins in the reverse, with the Moon, that's the jaded energy. I would look at your moon sign and the shadow aspects of your moon sign, because I feel like whatever the shadows of your moon are and whatever challenges it might be having, that's where you're at. You got to get into the light of your moon. The Hermit reverse. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to do any more healing. Like, you don't want any more pain processes. Like, the Ten of Swords with the Five of Cups, like, you're so done with being sad and depressed and longing and feeling betrayed. Like, you're so over those feelings. And yet the thoughts inside your mind, right, that are stressing you out, telling you that what you want in your heart is not possible, it's perpetuating those feelings, right? Of sadness and loss and grief and betrayal. You feel deeply betrayed by someone. Deeply betrayed. So much so that you are really having a hard time opening up. Like, even if an angel were right in front of you, I think your demons inside your mind would get the better of you and convince you to let it go or not invest in it or scare them off. Like, your behavior is not welcoming a new relationship, and that Two of Cups energy, that commitment with the Three of Coins is what you actually want. The betrayal that you felt, the loss that you felt, is getting in the way of you receiving something new. And that's the truth. Right? The truth exposed. What advice, please? For secret code name Escapades, and then we're going to get into your pendulum questions. What's the guidance, please? Cause and effect. Remember, the law of cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. You got to change the way you think. You can't let whatever betrayed you keep you jaded. Because it's not them and their betrayal that is hurting you anymore. It's your own thoughts. It's your own thoughts. All right, you got your questions ready? I don't need to know what they are. Do not put them in the comments. Keep them to yourself. I'm going to clear these off so I can situate. Okay. Archangel Michael, I call you in as the voice for the pendulum. Let your voice and your voice alone guide us today with the answers that we need in our highest good moving forward. Can you show me a forwards and backwards for a clear yes? Thank you. Stop. Can you show me a clear left to right for no? Thank you. Stop. Can you show me a counterclockwise circle in case they need to rephrase the question? Thank you. Stop. And can you show me a clockwise circle if they already know the answer? Thank you. Stop. For secret code name, Escapades, and those who are guided to ask their questions. For their first question, what is the answer? The answer is yes. Stop. Thank you. For their second question, for their second question, no. No. Archangel Michael didn't even want to answer it. The answer is no, and you already knew that. Thank you. Stop. And for their third question, the answer is yes. Thank you. Stop. Archangel Michael knows you actually have a fourth question. You have it in your mind. What is the answer to the fourth question? Answer is yes. Thank you. Stop. Archangel Michael, thank you, thank you, thank you in the highest. For you, we are eternally grateful. Okay. That was secret code name Escapades. All right. Secret code name Transcendence. Timestamp. All right, here we go. Spirit, please. Secret code name Transcendence, and those who are drawn. What is the overall energy of the truth? What is the overall energy of the truth? They need validated. What is it? Open door in reverse. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? What is the vibe? That's chunk. What is the vibe? I feel like there's more. Okay. Cutting ties is on the bottom. Open door reverse came out with smell the roses. Keywords are slow down, take some you time, and get out in nature. Other card is blocked. Keywords are moved on, nothing to say, stop calling. Okay. I think that is pretty fucking clear. That whatever pathway there was between you and someone else, you need to focus on yourself. You need to let them go entirely. If they're blocked, keep them blocked. If they blocked you, it's fucking over. You know what I mean? Like accepting that what is done and you need to move forward from it. There is nothing else to say. If someone has closed the way or you have closed the way, like stop thinking about it. Like it's over. Whatever it is, it's over. And you need to focus on yourself. That is not the door. That is not the door. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Let's get some insight into this for secret code name Transcendence. What is this concerning? What insight, please? What insight, please? If you are wondering if cutting someone off and closing the door was the right decision, the answer is yes. Like that was definitely the right choice. I'm hearing Fleetwood Mac. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. Another lonely day. Ooh. Yeah, you are so much better off. So much better off moving forward without someone. Strength is on the bottom. The Fool is on top. Taking a leap of faith on your own strength. That is the way. 10 of Wands in the reverse with the Hierophant. That is marrying peace and letting go of spiritual burden. Bearing the crosses of other people, making their problems your problem is over. 9 of Cups with the 6 of Swords. Forward movement is the wish fulfilled. King of Coins with the Moon reverse. You will absolutely manifest what is in your highest good. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's going to be super clear. It's going to be super clear. The truth, yeah, you made the right choice blocking someone or letting someone go and closing that door for good. 100%. Like 110%. Taking a leap of faith on your own strength. Like that is the way. There is nothing else to say to whoever this is. The needle and thread on the bottom. Cutting ties. I mean, I shit you not. Even these two cards, look. There's red string on the cutting ties card. This is where you gain your freedom, you stand up for yourself, and you truly awaken to the power of who you are and what you're capable of. You are hella fucking strong. Especially if you're dealing with someone who was abusive, conniving, unpredictable, controlling, and just a fucking joke altogether. You are better off on your own. Like clear as day. What is the advice? What is the advice? Discernment. Yeah, remember, you are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. Discernment. You're learning to trust your discernment. We don't make choices because we're afraid of this or afraid of that or don't want this or don't want that. Like we fear it. We make choices in our highest good because we are called to make choices in our highest good. And we have to be able to learn how to make better choices based off an intuitive place from the gate. From the gate. Like asking yourself, am I moving forward in this relationship dynamic, whether it's a romantic one, a friendship one, a work one? Am I moving forward in this dynamic because I'm afraid? On some level of either being alone or not having anybody that understands me, or I'm not making enough money. Like, am I making these choices because I'm afraid or because it feels good? Or because it feels good to choose it? Like, why are you choosing it? Why do you want something to happen? Chances are, if it was meant for you, the universe would have it fall into your lap. It would show up. The door would present itself because you aligned with it. But if you're trying to make something happen, why? Why? That is the question. This is something to remember moving forward. Trust your discernment. Ask yourself the questions, right? Slow down and take the time you need to figure things out. Right now, whoever or whatever you are meant to cut off if you didn't already. Cutting them off, blocking them out, shutting the door, locking it behind you. That is the highest good action. It's the truth, and you know it, right? This is what this is. These readings are the truth exposed. And it's not because you didn't know the truth. You did know the truth. You know it right now, and you needed it to be said out loud to make it real. Moving on was the right choice. Cutting ties completely. Cutting ties completely with whoever, whatever this is the right choice. It'll become crystal clear. It'll become crystal clear for you once this is done. The secret code name, Transcendence. We're going to get into secret code name, 𝐷𝐞𝐫𝐞. Secret code name, 𝐷𝐞𝐫𝐞. Let's give you a timestamp. Okay. What's the overall energy? The truth, please. For secret code name 𝐷𝐞𝐫𝐞 and those who would be drawn to it. Ooh. We got the bomb. We also have the wounded empath, right? Where we see the potential in everybody, including the demons right in front of us. What is the vibe? What's the vibe? Harmony. An explosion of balance, peace, and happiness. Burned bridges is on the bottom. I think you are finally letting go of that wounded empath type energy. I think that if they've got potential and they're not living in it, you're not feeding it. If you can't trust, because they have potential, if you can't trust that they're going to reach their potential or act in their potential, you don't trust it and you're letting it go. You're turning your back on it. You're not feeding it energy, which puts you in a bomb state, like an explosion of harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. Because you're like, potential ain't real, babe. Right? Potential ain't real. It's not real, and that's the divine comedy of it. Like, everybody has potential, but that's not who they are. That's the funny part. Like, everybody's like, oh, they have such great potential. They have such great potential. Okay, so who are they for face value then? Who are they at face value then? You're like, yeah, the face value? I don't trust them to be what I need or what I want in my life unless they hit their potential, but their potential does not exist. They don't exist. The potential version of them does not exist. It's not real. It's not real. We see it. It's a could be, but it ain't fucking real. It's not who they are. It's not who they are. Oh, man. Insight, please. Insight, please. Divine comedy. People show us, don't they? Eight of Coins, Eight of Cups, and the World card. That is put up or shut up energy. Put up or shut up, right? Yep. You're working diligently on your future and the light. You are focusing all of your efforts into the reality that you want. Letting go with love. Like, sorry, I can't stagnate here. I can't give this more time and energy than I've given already. Yeah. You are getting crystal clear about what needs to get cut off. The World card with the Two of Swords in the reverse. There is no more crossroads with people. Well, maybe they'll reach their potential. Maybe I can help them pull their potential out. Maybe. Fuck that. Like, oh, you have potential? Okay. Like, arm's length. Arm's length. Oh, man. Yeah, Ace of Coins. You got some good shit coming. With the Hierophant, yeah. You believe in the stability of yourself. You believe in the foundation being built correctly. And if the foundation is being built on potential, it's like building a house on fucking clouds. The clouds ain't going to hold up the bricks. The bricks are going to fall right through it. You know, you're not living in a fantasy world of make-believe with people. People either are or they aren't. They either are or they aren't. And if they are not putting forward effort, if they are not believing in themselves, if they do not share a common goal, if they are not considerate of you the way you consider them, if they are not on board and they have potential, you're like, go reach it first. Go reach it first and then come back and say hi. You know, because otherwise I don't have time. Like, I'll answer my phone when I'm guided to answer my phone. And if I'm guided to let it fucking ring, if I'm guided to let your text message sit there unopened for 4 fucking days, like, so be it. So be it. Because you don't have time to waste trying to pull someone's potential out. You're way too grown for that. And that is crystal clear with your cards. And you're literally going to have explosions of balance and harmony because of it. You claimed your peace. There is no more, you know, bleeding empath bullshit energy. trying to pull the potential out of people. You're like, fuck this, been there, done that, not doing it anymore. You're either in the right alignment, you're exactly the kind of person I want to connect with on a regular basis, or you're not. Or you're not. Like, face value. If it looks like a penny, it's probably a penny. And if it looks like shit, it's probably shit. And if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. Like, don't play me. Don't be telling me you're worth more than a penny. Don't be telling me you're not a piece of shit. And don't pretend you're a fucking swan over here, duckling. Like, let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. Right? Face value. Face value. Good for you. Good for you. And I think when you accept people at face value and stop trying to pull out their potential, that's actually what slingshots them into finding their potential and reaching their potential. At least the option to find it, you know, the option, the choice to go after it. But so long as someone is trying to pull the potential out of them, they're never going to reach it. They've got to want to pull it out of themselves. Good for you. Fucking smart. Fucking spiritually smart. What's the guidance, please? Yeah. Remember creativity. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. If everybody else is doing something swimming upstream, you're like, I'll flow. Matter of fact, if I flow and y'all see how easy it is to flow, maybe you'll stop swimming upstream and say, fuck it, and flow. See where the river takes you. Right? See where the river takes you. You're like, fuck bridges. I'm tired of walking. Fuck bridges. I'm tired of walking. I'm going to jump into the damn river and just float. It's refreshing, cool waters. It's nice. I'm not painfully, like trekking it out in the heat with the mosquitoes. I will float down this fucking river so fast. And I think you made the right choice. I think you made the right choice. 100%. So good for you. Good for you. Oh, wow. Yeah. I think people are better off when you let them fend for themselves. You're leading by example. Because every time you stop to try and pull somebody else out of their potential, you're wasting your own potential, right? I think you are very well aware of that. So good for you. All right. Secret codename Baelfire. Now, secret codename Baelfire also has 3 pendulum yes or no questions. So when the reading is over, make sure you have your 3 questions written down. Don't change your questions. Trust that the first 3 questions that come to mind are the ones you need to ask, and that Archangel Michael will do you well and answer them exactly as you need answered. Okay? All right. Now, for those of you who don't know what Baelfire is, if you've watched Wheel of Time, you know what it is. Baelfire is a magical type of weave/fire that completely erases things from the pattern. Not just like death in this life, but removes them from the pattern entirely, meaning they will not reincarnate and come back. Baelfire erases completely. So if you were drawn to this secret code name, Spirit, please. for secret code name Baelfire and those who are drawn to it. What is the overall energy of the truth? The honor. The honor. The birth is on bottom. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? Longing, missing you, let's talk. Reunion. Karmics is on the bottom. Third parties, haters, or lessons learned. You might have someone from your past, a karmic energy that misses you, wants to talk, wants to get back in your good graces. And please, I think you have no idea what's going to manifest from this. And to be fair, it could come off like a new dawn, but damn it, it's like hanging yourself on the cross again. Insight, please. Got the Knight of Coins, the Eight of Cups, the World, the Chariot, and the Six of Cups. Clarities, please. Oh, that's interesting. I never noticed that before. On the World card, she's got like a veil that comes over and kind of covers her eyes. And there's a third eye drawn on it. Ace of Swords is on the bottom. Justice is on top. I've got Libra, Cancer, Saturn, Pisces, Aquarius, and Mars out here. I think the truth the Knight of Coins with the Page of Swords, I think the communication is going to be simple and I think it's going to be solid. But I think intuitively, right, because you're emotionally intelligent, I think you're being forward, because if it failed once, it's going to fail twice. If it failed twice already, it'll fail a third time. I think it's over, and you know it's over. The High Priestess in the reverse, you know it's over. You're being guided divinely to move forward with the Chariot and heal. Because if you went back to the sacred soulmate, I think it would just be a humbling. I think it would be a divine humbling. Like, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Letting them go, moving forward with your truth, birthing something entirely different is fair. It's justice. They missed the window, right? They had their opportunity with you and they botched it, and that's that. They're karmic. Learn the lesson and move on. I don't care what offer they make you. It's going to sound really good. And it's great that they miss you, but have they fixed what broke the relationship to begin with? Yeah, you need to erase them out of your timelines. This person, whoever this is, not in this life, not the next. I think the best way to honor yourself and your healing, and for them to honor themselves and their healing, is letting it go entirely. Letting it go entirely. Whoever this soulmate is, they are karmic as hell. They miss you. They want to talk. And it's a fucking nightmare. It'll tower all over again. At some point, it will tower all over again. Just, even let's hypothetically say you moved forward with it and everything was great at first and everything felt healed and everything was like feeling all kinds of wonderful. It would fucking blindside you how fast it would fall apart. Like, I don't know, maybe they got a phone call from their ex and all of a sudden, all interest they had in building a future with you just disappeared. The tower? Like, whether they realize it or not, the only reason why they're guided to come back to you is probably because whoever they actually want to be with, right? That person that would call them up and they would answer in a heartbeat and reconcile if they could. The only reason why they would reach out to you is because this person probably hates the fact that they reached back out to you or that you're working it out with them. It perpetuates their own karmic cycles. You would just be a pawn in the game. The games they're playing with someone else. Yeah, there's consequences. There's consequences. You would end up feeling like you're drowning, like you overextended yourself, that you're hitting rock bottom. Like, Archangel Michael is trying to protect you from someone who is not in your highest good. They would leave you. You need a spiritual divorce from whoever this is. What's the guidance? What's the guidance for secret code name Baelfire? And those drawn. Elevation. Remember elevation. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. You do not want or deserve any low vibe relationships, romantic or otherwise. You're like, no, I've been there, done that. It didn't work out. Godspeed. Godspeed, right? Good luck. Good luck to you. Good luck to you, right? Good luck to you. I'm not a chess piece. I'm not a chess piece in your game. If you can't figure it out and work it out with somebody and they only want to come back to you because they don't like that you're with me, like... Oh, sounds like y'all are crazy. Sounds like y'all are crazy. Nope. No thanks. No thanks. Like, if I'm going to start anything new, it's going to have proven longevity or I'm straight up not interested. For real. All right. I hope you have your yes or no questions ready. Archangel Michael, I call you in as the only voice to this pendulum to enter in the highest good. Show me a clear back and forth for yes. Thank you. Stop. Show me a clear left to right for no. Thank you. Stop. Show me a counterclockwise circle if they need to rephrase their question. Thank you. Stop. And show me a clockwise circle if they already know the answer. Thank you. Stop. What is the answer to their first question? No. Thank you. Stop. What is the answer to their second question? Yes. But there's something about the way your question that is not quite right. Stop. Are they missing the point behind the reason why they asked the question? Yeah. Thank you. Stop. And what is the answer to their third question? Yes. Thank you. Stop. Archangel Michael, thank you, thank you, thank you in the highest. For you, we are eternally grateful. All right. And lastly, secret code name Red Roses. Timestamp. All right. Spirit, please. What is the overall energy of the truth that they probably already know, but need it to be spoken out loud so that it becomes real? What is the overall energy, please, of the truth for secret codename Red Roses and those who are drawn? We got the wound, and it flew out in the reverse. We've got sonar on top. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? Because whatever that wound is, it's on its way out, especially with the sonar. It's like you're digging for it. You know you're digging for it, which means you're going to find it. Soulmate. Twin flame, friendship, or romantic partner. Bottom of the deck is toxic. Drama, arguments are incompatible. Interesting. It's almost as if you're becoming aware of your own toxic traits or your own toxic behavior patterns. And because of that, you're manifesting the right soulmate and realizing that your own wounds, your own toxicity, and how that contributed to the partners that you've had prior and why it didn't work out. Insight, please. Insight, please. I got the Queen of Coins in the reverse. What else? I got the Three of Wands, the Three of Coin, and the Five of Wands. Clarities, please. The Devil is in reverse. Clarify the Three of Wands. Ooh, we're going to clarify all of them. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Justice. Top is the King of Wands. I feel like you have a very clear vision of what it is that you want in a relationship. And you have a real clear vision of yourself in your best relationships. Like, you know, if the relationship is right for you, it is going to have you feel or look a certain way, right? Like joy and happiness and peace and stability and whatever else. Freedom to be authentic, right? That you don't feel confined, like whatever it is in your highest good vision, you see it really clearly what it is. I think that you have let go of possessive behavior, which might have been your toxic trait. Feeling like your partner is yours and belongs to you, right? Which is a challenge to their own authenticity. I think for you, moving forward, what you see in your future means you can't go back, right? The Three of Wands is clarified by the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is in the reverse. So what you see for your future is not anything you've already had in the past. And I think that you've committed yourself to being honest and speaking up, as opposed to being afraid of losing someone, right? And holding your truth in. That might have been another toxic trait of yours, right? Not speaking up because you were afraid you were going to lose someone. Now you're like, if my truth scares you, well, then you're not my person. You know what I mean? That's a whole different reality. The thing is, you're conflicted about whether or not you'll actually get your wish if you put your foot down with your past and don't repeat it. Like, are you someone's wish? If you are truly authentic to who you are and your truth and your desire, whoever or whatever completes your vision, you would want to complete their vision as well. And you don't know if who you are and your authenticity completes someone else's vision. And the reality is, like, if you don't actually fit inside someone else's vision, then your highest good path is on your own, and you'll be just fine. And you'll be just fine, right? When you picture your best reality and how you are in that reality, right? That vision. I want you to visualize it for me, because you obviously visualize it real clear, right? What your happiness looks like, what your desire looks like. Who's in it? Is there anybody else in it at all? Whether you know who they are or not? Like, do you see a partner when you visualize your future? Is your family there or no? Think about it, because your vision's really clear. I think you've done some really, really deep healing. I think you've identified your own toxic traits, and I think you've healed it, and or are in the process of healing it. And to be completely honest, whatever you visualize inside your mind as your highest good, your happily ever after feelings, environment, state of being, whatever it is, like, you're gonna get it. And if it's not in alignment with that, it's not gonna show up for you. Like, if you aligned with your highest self, then the universe will help somebody align to their highest selves to meet you if they are meant to. They're not going to send you things that you wouldn't clearly discern through if you've healed, because you will smell red flags and sense toxic from a mile away. When you've healed your own wounds, it's your wounds that magnetize you to somebody. It's your wounds that make you feel like you have to be with them, right? This weird attraction when you are truly incompatible. You know, like, just because y'all have chemistry doesn't mean you have things in common, doesn't mean you share the love language, doesn't mean you have a common vision. It just means there's lust and chemistry involved. And if nothing else lines up, that's a karmic. When we're magnetically drawn to somebody, or feel the need to save somebody, or feel the need to be saved by somebody, like, it's karmic as fuck. It's karmic as fuck. Karmic is toxic. It never really ends well. But if you heal the wounds that put you in those toxic relationships to begin with, like, yeah, you can have chemistry or physical attraction. It's important to find your partner attractive, but it can't be the only thing you have going for you, you know? Like, it can't be the only thing you got going. You do need to have some things in common. There does need to be consideration and open communication, right? Have to be compatible. Just because there's chemistry doesn't mean you're compatible. So yeah, it's great if the chemistry is there, but the follow-up question is, okay, are we compatible though? And that you might need some more time to figure out. So, like, don't rush into anything. You know what I mean? Let's get your guidance card. It flew right out. Yeah, remember self-love. Remember self-love. Says you realize that love of self is necessary to love another. And the self, I changed it to where it was a capital S for a reason. Let's see if my camera will listen. Yeah. Love of self, your highest self. It's capital S, you in connection with spirit, your highest self. When you are in connection with your highest self, that's truly what opens the door to shared love truly with another, because everything else is toxic. Love truly, in its highest, does not exist where fear exists. It does not exist where wounds exist. That form of quote unquote divine love is healing lessons. It's healing lessons. But to experience healed love, high love, you have to be able to love yourself in order to love another. And if you understand that and that's your vibe, then the people you connect with are going to understand that, and that is going to be their vibe. So you're on the right track to the right person because you're doing the deep digging. You're doing the deep digging. I don't doubt that there's someone out there for you. I feel like that's true. And I feel like if you continue to do that deep work and identify your own toxic traits and how they get you into trouble with relationships that you are not truly compatible with, don't have the same goals, don't have the same interests, aren't willing to figure out if you like it or not. You know, it's like someone saying, well, I love bicycling. And you're like, well, I don't really bike ride, but I could get into it. Maybe I might like it. I might enjoy doing it with you. Like, I'll give it a shot. Instead of being with somebody who's like, oh, you bicycle? That's horrible. Like, why would you go out and do that? That's stupid, blah, blah, blah. And they like playing video games and they'll never go on a bike ride with you. You know, maybe you like to go fishing. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe past relationships had a problem with the fact that you liked to go fishing, which means maybe the person that you're meant to connect with likes to go fishing, will enjoy it with you. They have time, they will, right? Or at least they'll be open to it once in a while. Maybe they haven't gone fishing before. Maybe they haven't done it in years, but you know, you ask them to go and they're like, you know what? All right, that sounds like it could be fun. And they're in. You know what I mean? So I think you're on the right track. I think you're doing yourself justice. I think you're healing. I think you've let the devil go, the attachments to your toxic self go. And there is a divine reward for that. When you know that you can't go back to versions of you that used to be, and you're connecting with a new version of self that is more fair to you, you'll end up manifesting your high soulmate, right? Your high soulmate, wounds free. Wounds free. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Toxic sucks. I don't think anybody would argue with that one. So with that, guys, I'm going to make sure I have all the timestamps in for you. Again, if you want your own secret code name reading for the next new moon in Cancer, the Etsy shop link is below and you can find it there. I'm going to go get our intention candles ready for those who got one, and I will be live again in a bit. See you guys.